Hello, Aquarius. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your 2024 General Tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot and take a look at each of the 4 quarters separately about what new things may be occurring on your path and coming in on your path, areas of resistance, and of course, advice from Spirit. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what your overall theme is. Traveling lightly, simplify your life, and giraffe spirit. See the big picture. That's interesting. Libra, fellow air sign, have the same card. Yours is a little bit differently because I feel like you're on a new, it's kind of like, you're starting out a new cycle, definitely starting out a new cycle here. We have Pluto moving into your sign January 20th, and then it'll be there. It kind of has a little bit of a retrograde in 2024, but then it'll be there for the next 20 years. This is kind of like your energy, also Sagittarian energy, is seeing the big picture of life. What is it that you want for yourself over the next 20 years? And allowing yourself, and I feel like for so many of you, this has been kind of in your readings lately about allowing the old to stay in the past, right? Not taking any of the burdens, the pain, the misery, whatever with you. It's kind of like, nope, I learned those lessons. I'm ready for a new path. I'm going forward with this sense of enthusiasm, right? No longer dragging the baggage along with you. And with that giraffe spirit, let's talk about, 2024 is a 8 year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. 8 is the strength card in tarot. It is, the energy of having inner strength. It's about being really strong and kind of connected to your core values, and yet having a loving, compassionate, graceful energy about yourself, because the strength card has the lion, but it also has the little girl that's really gentle with the lion, right? It's about taming the inner Knight of Swords type of energy, right? Of I have to go out there and get what it is that I want. It's kind of taming that and allowing yourself to move forward in a more feminine, graceful energy instead of just having a masculine energy. It's also about kind of taming that, bringing a little bit of a balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Now, last year was a 7 year, the chariot year. It's kind of chaotic. I don't know about you, but that year went fast, just like the chariot, right? Hard to believe we're at 2024. But that energy also is kind of chaotic because it is about just go, right? Go forward, go quickly. It's not about taking a step back and listening to our intuition and being a little bit more discerning. You could have felt like there was just so much happening, I look at 2023 and I think there was so much that happened in my personal life, and it was all for the good, but it was just like constant, new things coming onto my path, which is great. But at the same time, it can kind of leave you with your head kind of spinning, right? This is going to be a much calmer year, more peaceful year, allowing yourself to use your intuition to kind of move yourself forward as far as what it is that you truly want for yourself. Yeah, you have hidden motivations, you have, the behind a mask. Now, Aquarius, I think that there is a big move that you have been wanting to make, okay? This could be a big move in a relationship, in your career, in your job. It could be, even a move to a new city or a new home or something like that. But you've been kind of keeping it under wraps, not really sharing this with anybody, or kind of like a little bit of leaking it, trying to discern what the people in your life would feel if you made this big change of some sort, because you have the travel card. To me, this is an energy of literally moving. You could be moving homes or cities, even to a new country, but moving, to a new job, or moving, changing, a big change in your life. And with Pluto moving into your sign, this is going to be a huge year for you. The next 20 years are huge. It's kind of like, what else do I want to experience that I have not been able to experience? When Pluto was in Capricorn since 2008, the last 15 years have been about following the rules, right? This is the energy of, the rules don't work for me. What is it that I really and truly want for myself? And kind of being very peaceful about being able to move in the direction that you really want to. No longer feeling like you have to, I feel like there are people or situations in your life that are just draining you of your energy, and you realize that is because you're not in alignment with what it is that you truly want. It's time to offload some of those people or situations or mindsets that you have. Pulling your energy back, putting your energy in your satchel there, and saying, okay, I'm protecting my own energy. I'm protecting my heart. I'm moving towards what it is that I truly want. I have my big picture. If you have not created a vision board, this is a great time of year to, start a vision board. Putting on there all of the new people and experiences, situations that you really want to have in your life. And it's about, okay, I'm maybe not necessarily putting all of the old on your vision board. It's kind of like, no, I want to move in this new direction. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you're saying goodbye to everybody or every situation in your life. It's also understanding, I want to make room for the new. And in order to make room for the new, you have to offload some of the people or situations that are in your life, or the mindsets. It's time for a new mindset. It really is. Yeah, you have serendipity. Understanding that you're just kind of discontented with life. It's time for something new to come in. You have the King of Cups. Wow, with the Tower. Okay? Perhaps some of you really understanding that it's time for new loving relationships in your life. Allowing yourself to love yourself enough to bring those, to align yourself with those situations. And the only way to do that is to offload some of the people or situations mindsets. Where are you putting your time and energy, Aquarius? And is that in alignment, okay, with what it is that you truly want for yourself? That's a great exercise. Just do it for 2 or 3 days. Write down, like in 15-minute increments, where you are putting your thoughts and your actions. Make 2 columns, one for thoughts and one for actions, because sometimes they're not in alignment. And if they're not in alignment, then you're not in your present energy, right? Those 2 things need to be aligned, and then asking yourself, is that in alignment with what it is that I want for myself? Or are there people or situations that are kind of draining you, or pulling your energy away from what it is that you want, distracting you? Yeah, because let's go to the tarot. So we'll look at the first quarter, January, February, and March. And yes, you're disappointed. You're starting the year off. I wouldn't be surprised if, with as chaotic as 2023 is, the other day I started, kind of like envisioning my 2024, and I realized I'm like, as much as happened in my life this year, it's kind of like, I'm literally at the same I am literally at the same place as I was a year ago. It's like, oh my gosh, how can that happen with as much as has happened in my life, right? But it's kind of like this disappointment. It's kind of like, okay, I've been holding myself back. I've been trying to put time and energy into making other people happy instead of saying, no, wait a minute, I have things that I want to do. I want to step onto this new path, and it means that I have to take back my time and energy and go towards what it is that I really truly want. Yeah, because we have the divine feminine energy here, the yin energy. Maybe the first 3 months, and this is a much slower year than 2023. allowing yourself to be patient with yourself. I think that is the hardest thing, especially for the air signs, to go from that crazy energy of 2023 into a slower pace and allowing yourself to enjoy the slower pace. Going within, asking yourself, what is it that I truly want? For myself, allowing yourself to hang there, right? Looking at what disappointed you in the past, but understanding that you have to disconnect. You can't just keep looking at this, right? It's kind of like, okay, I have to see the different perspective. You may have been kind of like stuck on trying to win whatever happened here, right? It's kind of like some disappointment, trying to allow yourself to feel better about it. It's kind of like, no, it's time to look at this, figure out what is the lesson, and then gain your victory by allowing this energy to leave your life. Gemini had a very much of a similar type of here you have judgment on the bottom. Judging, deciding for yourself that you are allowing this situation to leave. Yeah. That is hard. Sometimes we have subconsciously that hope that something is going to return to us, right? Or things won't work out for that person or that situation because you're no longer in their life. It's about, no, it is, I am choosing, no matter what happened in the past, I am choosing to move forward on my path by myself, right? With my energy intact. Yeah, that's hard. That is hard, but you're doing it. I mean, it's beautiful because you really and truly are doing this. Right here at the beginning of the year. Yeah, you're holding on to something. You're holding on perhaps to a past relationship, hoping that something was going to happen in this very disappointing situation, okay? Could be family, it could be a friend, it could be a romantic partner. But understanding, wait a minute, why am I holding out hope for this person or this situation? I am the Empress, right? I am the divine feminine energy. I can move forward on my own. I don't have to have that person or situation in my life in order to have the experiences that I am wanting for myself, This would be a little bit of that energy of, say you are single, okay? And, I have friends that are my age, we're single, right? And, it is sometimes like we think about a trip we would like to take, but it's always kind of like, but I don't want to take it by myself. And I'm waiting for somebody to come onto my path that I can take that trip with. But then at the end of the day, does that mean that you may never take that trip? Is recognizing, wait a minute, I do want to travel somewhere, right? With or without having a special someone in my life. Is there somebody else I could take that trip with? Or am I really kind of ready to take that trip by myself? Understanding I may actually enjoy it if I go by myself, right? Instead of having the mindset, being attached to no, something has to work out a certain way, right? Holding on to this energy where I have to go with a certain somebody, right? Or something, or whatever this is, holding on to that energy of, well, I can't experience what I want to experience until a certain person or a situation comes onto my path. Understanding, no, you can create what it is that you want. You don't have to have that person or that amount of money or whatever it is that you're thinking. It's about thinking outside of the box and unattaching yourself. Now, I'm going to say there are quite a few court cards here. For some of you, this won't represent everybody, but there could be this situation in your life where, there's somebody from the past that maybe has gotten remarried or something like that. Almost an energy of trying to figure out, the dynamics of that. It's time to put that down. Whatever this is, it is time to put that down, to see the big picture of what it is that you want for yourself. Almost a little bit of a competitive energy, Aquarius, and that's not for all of you, but kind of like holding out, trying to make sure things are equal in some way. That could even be like, say, you're divorced and you know, you have children together, maybe they're even adult children, maybe you even have grandchildren or something, and wanting this equal balance or something like that. It's kind of like you're highly focused on making sure that things are equal, but hyper focusing on that is preventing you from having what it is that you want in your life. Interesting energy. That might not be for all of you, but there is something there for some, at least one person. Okay, so let's go to the second quarter. So this would be April, May, and June. You have kindred partnership, you have message in a bottle, and then you have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands represents the energy of defending what it is that you want for yourself, right? And allowing yourself to come out of almost the comfort zone of being in the cage, right? The cage kind of represents our mindset, our conditioned beliefs about ourselves or about the world or whatever. It's allowing yourself to come out of that and experience new people and new situations. I think one of the things that you're having trouble with, I think some of you have a new romantic partner coming in onto your path, okay? But this new person is so different than what you have held on to thinking that you want in your life, okay? So this could be, perhaps you thought you wanted somebody that was business savvy or, very financially well-to-do or something. And this could be a person that is, artistic, or very creative, that, is different than the type of person that you thought you would want. But there's part of you that is holding on to this idea. Wow. Okay. So Aquarius, once again, I don't feel like this is all for all of you, but it's almost as if you're in a position where this new person comes in that could be extremely loving and good for you, an experience that you would really love. I'm not saying it goes the distance or anything, but a new experience that would be wonderful for you. But you're holding it under wraps. It's almost this energy of holding it under wraps. You don't want people to know because it doesn't fit the image of what it is that you thought you wanted to portray to people in your life, okay? Especially if you have that energy of competing with somebody from the past. It's about understanding it's creating your own path. This person, I feel, has a lot to offer you. Yeah, this person has a lot to offer you. Somebody that, is very passionate and wants to work on a connection with you, and yet is very different than what you have experienced in the past. It's allowing yourself to step out of your comfort zone, of not caring too much about what other people may say about this person, right? So, for instance, you may have thought that you wanted the business tycoon or something like that. Somebody that was very clean cut, wore a suit and tie. Okay, I'm kind of going to the extremes. This new person could be somebody that maybe, has a little bit more of a casual, kind of like, I honestly think kind of somewhat of a sexier appearance to them, right? And it's allowing yourself to say, wow, this is like totally different than I thought that I wanted. It's totally different than maybe your friends and family thought you wanted, right? But understanding this person has something to offer you that you have not yet experienced before. They kind of like ignite a new energy within you that helps you to see what it is that you truly want for yourself. For some of you, if you're kind of like in the Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel as if they help you. The Queen of Pentacles is a lovely energy, very mothering, very nurturing to the people in your life, right? But it helps you, I'm moving forward a little bit, to the Queen of Cups energy of truly being more intuitive. This is a person that works really hard to make the other people in their life happy. Okay, that is the shadow side of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is somebody that's very intuitive and puts herself as her top priority. This person that's coming onto your path is very different than what you've had in the past and helps you to open up to loving yourself, to being very grateful for what you have and who you are instead of who you are to others. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. That is huge, right? So this person helps you to understand who you are instead of who you are to others. It helps you to come better aligned to who you truly are. It helps you to offload some people and situations in your life, right? That you have been holding near and dear for one reason or another, but you're understanding, wait a minute, they're pulling my energy away from what it is that I truly want for myself. Wow. Okay, so let's clarify this. This is a big year for you, Aquarius. It helps you to completely move away from the energy of taking care of other people and move into the energy of putting yourself as your top priority, of going towards what your heart truly desires, of saying, yeah, there's a whole big world out there. Why am I staying at home taking care of everybody else? It's time for me to experience other things in my life. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, look at this. And then you have the Strength card, right? You have the Strength. And that's what this year is all about. The 8, the Strength card. Stepping into having the inner strength to go towards what your heart truly desires. Understanding, okay, that what you have been dealing with, this is really hard. Aquarius, I'm sending you so much love and light. Yeah, this has been really hard because I feel like there's part of me that says that something that ended a very long time ago. Remember, you need to find the different perspective of this. Part of the lesson here, okay, is that you need to understand and this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but there's somebody, at least some people out there that need to hear this. You may have resonated as the Queen of Pentacles, thinking that you needed to kind of be the Queen of Pentacles, take care of other people in order to have your own happiness. By creating happiness for other people in your life, you could create happiness for yourself. You're getting to the point where something ended, okay? A relationship, a marriage, a career, whatever it is, something ended. But you have still been holding on to this idea that part of your job or part of your purpose is taking care of certain people, okay? But now you're recognizing that this is only bringing you internal conflict and breaking your own heart because you're not going towards what your heart truly desires. Instead, you're working really hard in order to help other people to be happy in their life. And now you are finding in the second half of 2024, I think the first half, you may have conflicts, okay, with people in your life that you're trying to make happy, but are not giving back to you, right? You're allowing yourself to finally start stepping out. And I think somebody comes onto your path to help you to step out of these boundaries, okay, that have been created by other people or the mindset that you grew up with, so that you have the strength to go towards what you are truly wanting for yourself in your life. Wow. Aquarius, this is huge. And with Pluto moving into your sign, I think that is the key, right? It's kind of like, what else do I want to experience instead of just taking care of the people in my life, right? And I think you've done a very good job. You've been very nurturing at it, but you're recognizing life is short. Life is short. It's time for me to go get some of the happiness that I have created for other people. It's time for me to create that happiness for myself. Wow. Beautiful energy, Aquarius. All right, let's see how the year ends for you. And I do personal readings, Aquarius. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I actually have a very special 2024 that goes into the 12 months of the year for the year ahead. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's see how your year ends up. Yes, you are on your vast universe. You are stepping into a whole new path. Stepping into an energy of recognizing that there's a whole big world out there for you, and it is time for you to experience it. That you have held yourself back, okay, because of this need to be very flexible to the other people in your life. In other words, you were afraid to say no to other people. There's this energy. I can't say no to other people because then they may leave my life or they won't be happy. And my job is to make everybody happy, okay? Now you're recognizing, wait a minute, there's a whole world out there, and it's time for me to love myself enough to go out there and get it. I no longer want to observe life. I want to live life. Wow. Huge year, huge year. This is my favorite reading so far, of all the ones that I've done, and I've done quite a few. This is definitely like my favorite because I feel like it's such a transformation. It's just such a change in your energy. Yeah, let's see what this is. Yet, look at this. Unbelievable. You have the Hanged Man with the Ten of Swords, and you have the Hanged Man with the Ten of Swords here, right? You are allowing yourself to transform this, to alchemize it, to understand that, you can't, this is the energy of like feeling like you have to compete or make other people happy in order to keep them in your life. You're saying no to that. You're going towards what it is that you want for yourself. Right? And it doesn't mean these can be family members that you still want in your life, but you're learning to say no so that you can have more time and energy to go towards those experiences that you want for yourself. It's not saying you're out of my life forever. Some people you may say that to, but this is more of, no, I have to pull back my time and energy and my love, all of the time that it takes for me to make other people happy. It's not like you don't want to make anybody else in your life happy, but it is about understanding. I also want to make sure that I'm putting myself at the top of the priority list. This is a whole new way of thinking for you, right? It inspires you. It's kind of like, oh, wait a minute. I feel like whatever happens in the second quarter here, this person that comes onto your path, I don't really feel as if they're staying on your path. There's more of this energy where this person comes in and helps you to see yourself and your life in a different way. And it could be that this relationship even ends because you're like, well, I can't really go and do that. Maybe they want to take you on a trip around the world or something, and you're like, well, I can't do that. I have to stay home and take care of everybody else, or I have to work, right, in order to provide for other people, whatever this might mean, because it's pentacles, it's tangible, right? And this person says, okay, well, I'm going to go on the trip anyway, with or without you, and then you're at home and you're recognizing, oh my goodness, I gave up a wonderful opportunity. And it could be that, you give up the wonderful opportunity, and you may even think, oh, well, I did that because, I love my family, or whoever this is, and I want to take good care of them, or my job is really important to me and financial security is really important to me. So I passed up this opportunity so I could keep my job. And then something happens. You have an argument with the family member, or your boss says, oh, by the way, Aquarius, we're cutting back. You're not getting your promotion, and you're not getting a raise. In fact, you get a pay cut. And you're like, wait a minute, I gave up something that was an incredible experience, right? And for you, right, for the career or for these family members, and then you are completely heartbroken about it. It puts you in this energy of seeing crystal clear that you are in charge of your own time, energy, love, reassessing where it goes and allowing yourself to have the strength to say no to some people so that you can truly create and experience in life what it is that you want. Wow, beautiful energy. Wow. I'm just, I'm so excited for you because this is a huge transformation. This is where you completely, it's almost like you're starting, and literally Pluto will be in your sign for the next 20 years. It's like you are truly starting this new chapter of your life, where the focus is more on what it is that you want to experience instead of helping other people to experience their life, right? Their happiness, their joy. You're going after your own. Good for you, Aquarius. All right, let's pull a soul truth card for some final advice. And I really do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you so much for all of your support. All right, where am I called to use my voice right now? Yeah, this is great because I feel like you are being called to go in a different direction, to use your time, your energy, your voice, okay, in order to help others, to serve others, right? Instead of just serving this small group, it's time to help yourself move in a new direction, to understand that part of your spiritual path is going out there and helping other people. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world, right? It's time to get out there. It's time to experience the world, to allow yourself to have all of those experiences that your heart is truly desiring. No longer observing life, right? It is time to go out there and live life. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I do wish you a very happy, prosperous, beautiful, loving new year. And I can't wait to see you again soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.